Hi there, my name is Heather Ridge, and I'm an American teacher that's here in India as part of a Fulbright grant. The name of my grant is the Distinguished Awards in Teaching Grant, and I've chosen to use that to pursue vocational education and new policies for vocational education in India. I was excited to come to India and chose India for my project because I feel like both the US and India have a lot of similar challenges in skill development, including the implementation of vocational education. Both countries have a sort of a stratification of society based on employment. And both countries are also looking at addressing the skills gap between students who are completing secondary school or post-secondary school and entering the workforce. While many in America are looking at European models, there just isn't the same sort of diversity and workforce demand similarities as I see in India and the US. And I was also very excited to look at this new policy and how it was being implemented. I began my work at the Tata Institute of Social Science in Mumbai to look a little bit more at the post-secondary. So how the new Bachelor's of Vocational Education degrees were trying to connect students with vocational skill development and what kind of programs they were developing. Through them, I was able to learn sort of the new structure coming from the actually the Ministry of Human Resource Development and how that translated to the National Skill Development Corporation, the development of sector skill councils, and the creation of the National Occupation Standards. I learned early on the role that Wadhwani was playing as far as helping to support this new policy. And I was very excited to connect in Delhi when I was in Delhi to that organization and to see how they've been instrumental in beginning this process, particularly also in the evaluation and monitoring. So after spending some time in Mumbai, I went to Bhopal to look at the Central Institute of Vocational Education so I could take a look at the curriculum being developed, how teachers were being trained, and to look a little bit at how that curriculum translated the National Occupation Standards. But I know that the real work actually happens in schools. So my next role was to go to the different government schools where the policy was being implemented. I was very excited when I connected with Srijit Ji at the Wadhwani Foundation to see that they would be able to help open the doors to government schools. I've had a lot of challenges being able to gain entry into the government schools. And so was very excited that they were able to help coordinate a visit to Shimla. I'd previously visited some of the government schools in Rajasthan, so I was very excited to come to Himachal Pradesh because I know that this is sort of one of the very first schools. This is the Government Girls Senior Secondary School, Portmore. A beautiful campus, and I was really excited to go with Ms. Rekha Mehta, and who was an alumnus, and get to meet these really interesting and really enthusiastic teachers. So we had a chance to visit the healthcare classroom. They also have an IT program and a retail program. Was very impressed with the lab space, although the space was quite small for the students, the number of students. The enrollment is very high, which is great. And you can see just from looking at student work and student notebooks that they were very engaged in the subject. When I asked them what they wanted to do after they finished school, most of them were interested in the healthcare profession. The next school I went to was a government secondary school, Kanahati, and there I visited the IT classroom. Again, a lot of great examples of student work on the wall. I was surprised the number of computers did not match the number of students, so there were only maybe 12 computers. So I know that resources and particularly space can be an issue. This school also had a great automotive program, and they were looking at different ways that they could expand to accommodate more students. So while there's a lot of beautiful policy written about the new curriculum and new programs, I know the reality is the real work happens in schools. And so it was really exciting to see that Wadhwani was very, very involved in going to the school and monitoring the school. I met some great people, Mr. Akarshan Chauhan and Ms. Rekha Mehta, as well as the state project director. And was very excited to exchange ideas and maybe talk about in the future what other collaboration we might be able to do together.